Welcome to day 7 here on our 20 days of turning obstacles to opportunities here on Your Coach. Today we're going to talk about your role in the household, because if you're in day 7 and you've been through all the other 6 days, you realize that yesterday we talked about the crisis in middle adulthood, where most of us are as parents, and deciding between stagnation versus generativity. Well, when you understand those things and you begin to live them, then your role in your household will change. One of the first things that I ask parents whenever when they come to me, you can imagine if somebody's coming to me, they're kind of really upset about their teenager if they're trying to, talk to a parenting coach or whatever. So I deal with adolescents and I deal with teenagers and tweens, not directly. I deal with the parents because parents have the most power to create change, and they often don't know that or don't believe it. So the first question that I ask parents who work with me is, who's doing your teenager's laundry? That right there tells me a whole lot about what they're expecting in their household and how they're managing, because understandably, as roles change, as people change in your household, your role is going to change as you change and you begin to understand things that you didn't know before. But, doing laundry for a 3-year-old is perfectly legitimate, right? 3-year-olds cannot operate washing machines. And so I recommend, as soon as people are able to operate a washing machine, you allow them to do their own laundry. There's a whole gamut of reasons why this is such a huge thing in parenting teenagers, and we won't go into that here, because this is really, today is about your role in your household and how you want to step back and take a look at if people who come to me are often tired, they're aggravated, they're angry, they're upset, they're hurt. And this quote that I have, Alan Cohen says, you can tell what people believe by what they're getting in life. And so if you believe that you're the one to do everything, and you're the one to make sure everybody's happy, and you're the one, to make sure all these A, B, and C, and D, and E, and F, and G happen in your house, then you might want to take a look at that role, especially if you have teenagers in your household. I had a friend from Ghana who came to the U.S. Her husband was a doctorate, had his doctorate, and he was working at a university as a guest professor. And meanwhile, Jane, his wife, was working on her degree as well. And she was very challenged by the way that society perceived husband and wife relationship in the U.S. than what she was used to in Ghana. And she told me one day, she said, I don't get it, Terry. What is all this talk about my husband supposed to meet my emotional needs? That's ridiculous. He is in no way equipped to meet my emotional needs. Where I come from, the emotional needs are met by my community of women, and the role of the husband is something different entirely. And so it was really interesting and eye-opening to me, because I never questioned my roles in marriage, in the household. I really didn't. I didn't question them. I was just like, oh, this is what you do, right? This is what you do. You make sure everything's done, and all those things that we don't question. So what I'll ask you to do today, the obstacle is what I call rose-cluttered glasses. Rose-colored glasses is seeing things as they're, you want them to be. Great. Rose-cluttered glasses means that you have an idea of what's supposed to be happening in your household, and you can't see clearly because you're too busy trying to make what you believe, that rosy picture of what a home is supposed to look like and what your role is. It gets cluttered and you cannot see. So the opportunity today is for clarity. What is happening in your household? What is your role? Not what you want it to be, not what you think it should be. But let's get a little clarity today on day 7, okay? Be clear. What is my role in the house that I share with whomever I share it with? My partner, my kids, my mother, whomever. What is my role currently? And take a look at that. And question that role is what I'm asking you to do. Okay, that's it for today on day 7. See you right back here tomorrow on Your Coach Facebook page and on the YouTube channel. Bye for now.